They say your name is the last thing you lose, before memory fades, before the body forgets how to breathe. You still remember who you are, unless you choose to forget. This is the story of an old man who gave away his name, not because he was dying, but because he was finally beginning to live. No one asked him to. No one understood. But when he did it, the silence around him changed. He walked into the village one morning, just before the bells rang. People looked at him like they always did, with that quiet nod of recognition you give someone who's always been there, even if you never really knew them. But this time, he stopped in the square, and he spoke. He said, "As of today, I no longer carry my name." The baker paused. The children stopped playing. Even the wind seemed to hesitate. Someone asked, "Then what should we call you?" He smiled, not kindly, but clearly, and said, "Whatever you need me to be." That afternoon, he helped an old woman cross the road. She called him kindness. Later, he repaired a broken fence. They called him help. A child, crying after falling, called him safe. And still, he answered, to all of them, to none of them. By sunset, his name was no longer a word. It was a presence. And no one remembered what he used to be called, not even him. We are taught that a name is who we are, that it holds our story, our roots, our worth. But names are just cages made of sound. They echo what we've been, not what we could become. The old man didn't lose himself. He set himself free from needing to be remembered, from needing to be someone. He chose something quieter, something stronger, to be useful, to be present, to be enough, without a label. Because sometimes the greatest gift isn't being known, it's being felt. You see, identity is loud, but essence is silent. And when you stop clinging to who you think you are, you finally make space for what you truly are to walk in. Years later, people still speak of the old man, not by name, but by what he became for them. A woman said, "He was the silence that listened." A boy whispered, "He was the warmth behind me when I thought I was alone." No statue was built, no name was carved, no date remembered. But the place where he once stood feels different now, as if even the ground learned to soften. Maybe you've spent your whole life trying to become someone. Maybe it's time to become something. Not louder, not more impressive, just more present. Let go of the name, let go of the story, and watch what begins to grow when you no longer need to be seen. Subscribe to Modern Oracle, where hidden truths become stories you can feel.